Good evening, voters of Punggol East. Welcome and thank you for coming. My name is Osman bin Sulaiman. It's a pleasure to see you here. And it's also a pleasure for me to speak at this rally. Thank you for braving the rain to hear us speak. The PAP has been ruling the country for decades. Currently, Singaporeans are facing many pressing issues arising from the policies implemented without extensive deliberation by them. We pay our ministers millions of dollars to govern the country and make life better for Singaporeans. Sadly, the situation now is far from the ideal. Today, we have many graduates failing to secure a decent job. Laid-off workers are finding it impossible to command the same pay scale after being retrenched due to the increased competition from foreign workers, and some even remain unemployed for long periods of time. The intention to build affordable public housing is fast becoming a myth. Soaring flat prices are delaying our young generation to build a family. Buying a flat is like a life sentence. You will be serving the loans for your entire life, even after your retirement. The only people who still stubbornly maintain that the flats are still affordable are our ministers. This only goes to show how out of touch our ministers are with us. Recently, the government has issued a statement planning to launch a massive stock of some 200,000 new housing units by 2016, which is equivalent to the size of 4 Ang Mo Kio towns. Minister Khaw Boon Wan also admitted the housing supply has not been meeting demands because of underbuilding from the past. You see, all this kind of statement leads to people feeling hopeful that the price of the housing flats will come down soon because they are meeting demand. But we have to ask ourselves this question. While it is good for the government to build more flats to meet demand, but we have to ask this question: what is the population increase going to be? There is no point building 200 over 1,000 of flats, but they are going to increase our population up to another 500,000. It will not reduce the cost of flats by bringing in more. But now they are trying to tell us they are building more flats. So the government have to be clear, have to tell the citizen what is the number, what is the figure that they are looking at to bring the population number to. For a start, I think HDB shouldn't make money out of the citizen by providing public housing. Welfare of the citizen should every time come as its first priority. Skyrocketing HDB flat will feed into higher price for new flats. As you know, because it is important that the cost of new flats should be offered at a cost recovery rather than setting it at an inflated market value and profiting shamelessly from its citizen. There are many other viable alternatives to actually reduce the cost of flats, but are they listening? I've read many on the internet, even our manifesto. We have certain ideas of how to bring the cost of flats down. But the government is definitely not hearing us. At every election, the PAP will tell you, no one will be left behind. They will work hard for you. They will take care of your interests. And many more grand promises just to get your vote. The fact is, we are only important when the election comes. Otherwise, we are mere digit in the PAP grand scheme of things. So let us tell them we had enough. No more broken promise from them. Let's register our unhappiness through our votes. Recently, I've been following Kenneth on house-to-house visit. There are many resident issues not being addressed. For these past 1.5 years, while Michael Palmer was still around, there are pressing concerns from the resident, which up till today, it has not been addressed by the MP. And why are we here now? The PAP has very arrogantly tell us that their ministers are of high capability. You see, after all, we are still human. In the end, no system can manage to find a perfect man. That is why now you can see that the MP from PAP has to resign. And all the resident concern has not been addressed. Some of the residents told us that simple things like estate maintenance is not up to standard. They have called the town council, but still the problem persists. So I want you to give us a chance to serve you. It is going to be another 3.5 years. If we are not doing our job, kick us out. But do give us a chance to serve the resident here. I think Mr. Kenneth is very sincere in wanting to serve you. You can get to know him better. Get to know him better as a man, as a person. Not only as an MP, but he has the passion to serve you people. The problem we face today were the result of the PAP monopoly of power in Parliament. Recently, PM Lee said during a morning walkabout in Punggol East, I quote, "I don't see any strong views or alternative being presented by the opposition, whether it's the NCMPs or the elected MPs," unquote. So let us fulfill his hope to see a robust argument, a robust discussion in Parliament. Let us put Mr. Kenneth and fulfill our PM's wishes and send our candidate Jeyaratnam into Parliament. The media portrays Mr. Kenneth as an academic, but he is known in every society as a man who stood up for the citizens' right when no one else would. In the IMF pledge case, the Kenneth we know is a Singaporean who stood up for our rights and support Madam Velama, a humble cleaning lady, on her court case for the by-election. Reception to him on the ground is very warm, as it should be. Kenneth is a man of passion and action. He has been tirelessly serving the interests of Singaporeans. We want the government to be more transparent and accountable. And who best to represent us in Parliament? The Reform Party is here today because we believe in giving voters the choice of better representation in Parliament. Mr. Kenneth is an economist who can debate robustly on figures, who can actually bring a real voice to you in Parliament. Our Parliament has been passing laws because there's no proper discussion, proper debate. That is why now we are actually seeing all these kind of social issues. They bring in, they ramp up our population, and we can see that our infrastructure are not able to cope with the extra number of people in the country. So I hope you will give the Reform Party a chance to represent you. The PAP do not need extra seat in Parliament. It is very, very surprising to me that Dr. Koh is being earmarked for higher office without having even been elected yet. You see, this is not meritocracy. Meritocracy is due to your merits, your hard work. But when someone is being earmarked without actually seeing his work, what does it say? So I wonder how Dr. Koh can be earmarked for higher office when we have not seen his work. What is his work for the grassroots? What is his work for the Punggol East resident? We all know he has just been, he just entered, he has just become a member of PAP for just 3 weeks to 1 month. What is his contribution to the society? How is he going to fight for your rights? So all these questions we need to ask ourselves. Whether voting for PAP will help us towards a better democratic society. I'm seeing a lot of residents whom I met at our block-to-block visit. I'm very grateful that you come here to actually listen to us. Please judge us on the work that we do. And we hope by giving us a chance, we get to serve you. Mr. Kenneth has pledged to move into this constituency should he get elected. And he has pledged to become a full-time MP. The benefits for the resident need not be said. A man dedicating his work full-time is definitely better than doing part-time. So I hope come nomination day, you give us a chance. We welcome any feedback from the residents and hope that we will get your support and hope that you will vote for the Reform Party. Thank you very much.